My name is Jani Jallah, Public Relations PCC.
Jani, welcome to the Bush Chicken Camera. Of late, there has been this issue in the city of Paynesville with the issue of garbage collection. What has gone wrong, Jani, as we speak this morning?
We've had issues with garbage for a while, and one of the reasons
Since when?
It's been for almost 6 months. And we've put out information about this, and this is simply because we've moved into the latter tier of the contract agreement between the World Bank and our contractors. Our contractors in the city are Casper and Liberia Sanitation.
What do you mean by that?
So the way garbage work in the city of Paynesville, Monrovia, and nearby cities is the World Bank project contractors. For Paynesville is Liberia Sanitation and Casper, and they award this contract to them for them to go ahead and collect garbage within the city of Paynesville. Now, this is not procured directly to the city of Paynesville, but through to the contractors. Now, the contractors, they have assigned what is called legal sites. For example, the ELW Hospital Market is a legal site. The Jacob Town is a legal site. So those are legal sites that the contractor collects per week, per day, per month. And then the contractor gets paid for the garbage they collect. So that's how garbage works within the city of Paynesville. Unfortunately, we've had issues with our contractor over the period of time, and they were not picking up on a regular basis. So in terms when that happens, what the city do is called intervention. Then the city comes in and intervene on their behalf. Now, there are a couple of problems with that. One is when the contractor is not picking up, the city of Paynesville do not have the capacity to go ahead and pick up. That's one. Two, when the city of Paynesville pick up garbage, we pay for us to dump it at the landfill. So it has a huge financial implication when our contractors don't pick up. Moreover, we're moving to the point where the contract agreement between the World Bank and the contractors is going to turn to 70% the city and 30% the World Bank. So in this transition right now, that's why we have a lot of garbage in the street.
You control the commercial district of Paynesville, where a lot of commercial activities are taking place. And if you observed, there's this huge pile of garbage everywhere within the Paynesville area. How can you address that situation, Janice?
We control a large commercial district, and because we control a large commercial district, we have that produced on a minute by minute basis. However, we do not have the capacity to go ahead and handle this and take the garbage. For example, the city of Paynesville do not have one single truck. The city of Paynesville do not have one single front-end loader. So if you have we have the issue of garbage, yes, but the city is not capacitated in a way to address that situation. That's where our problem comes from. The World Bank project do not capacitate the city to handle it. It capacitates the contractor to handle it. And when the contractor fails, unfortunately, because we're the statutory arm of government, all the questions comes to us. But when you look at it, the layout of contractors and the layout of the way garbage is handled in the city in the entire Republic of Liberia is more shifted to privatization than the city taking the full weight of collecting garbage.
So as we speak, how many contractors are there now to remove dirt from the streets?
The World Bank signed a contract with Liberia Sanitation and Casper. Liberia Sanitation and Casper, both Liberian-owned businesses. And these are the two contractors in Paynesville that collect garbage from all of our legal sites. We've had serious issues over the past 6 months, and the city have expended a huge and a great deal of money because every time we collect garbage, we rent trucks, we rent front-end loader. We do not have those equipment.
Could you tell
So we
exactly
have
how
to-
much you have spent over the
I
time?
cannot give you an exact figure. Unfortunately, I don't work in finance, but I will tell you the city has spent over 500,000 doing this.
To collect garbage.
Just to collect, because one front end loader per day is $400. A truck is almost the same amount.
And you are paying for such.
And we have to pay for such. And this comes from our taxes we collect.
Could you disclose us your budget for the past year, Janice?
Our budget is around $480,000.
So are you saying that such an amount is not sufficient to run the
Such
activity?
amount is not even sufficient to pay casual workers for the entire year.
So then how do you go about your operations?
We barely survive by way of taxes. We collect taxes, and that's what we survive on. In our budget is strictly on salaries. In fact, even goods and services are being cut off for us at PCC.
You earlier mentioned that for the past 6 months there has been this problem with the collection of garbages. Now we are in the month of July. What are you doing to remove the garbages from the streets of?
As I told you, we go ahead and do intervention today as we speak. We're doing interventions in the city.
Because of those who are in the commercial district of Paynesville are raising serious concerns.
Those who are in the commercial district of Paynesville should be raising serious concern, but not to the city corporation.
To who?
Let me tell you, LMA collect garbage fees every day from those in the commercial area. All of the sellers pay garbage fee. That money does not come to the city of Paynesville. What happens to those garbage fees? They produce the dye, they pay to LMA for dye collection, but it is not collected. That money don't come to Paynesville. So I agree, if you're paying for a service, you should ask the hard questions, but ask the hard question to the proper authority.
Have you met authorities of the Liberia Market Association? You just
Numerous
mentioned.
occasions,
And-
we've gone through the courts, we've gone through dialogue, we've gone through a great deal with Liberia Market Association.
And what have you achieved so far from your discussions?
Unfortunately, I won't say anything substantial.
So are you saying here that those within the commercial district of Paynesville and past adjacent are going to live with what is currently happening? With
No, the city of Paynesville, our residents is our major priority. In as much as we don't know what LMA do with the money or whatever, our residents are within the area, and the people who sell within Paynesville have been stealing, so they are our major concern. We'll go ahead and do interventions. If we were not doing interventions, Bella would have been swamped with that already.
It seems like you are trying to cast blame on
No.
the LMA.
I'm not casting blame on LMA. Dubois Road is a community in Paynesville, and Dubois Road have title it. I'm not casting blame on LMA. I'm just telling you clearly that the city of Paynesville is our responsibility. We go in and we do interventions. In a certain segment of Paynesville, there is a certain group that controls half of the marketeers there.
So what is the particular segment you are
Red
talking
light.
about? Red light area.
Red light area has sellers. In red light, the sellers pay for garbage to be taken because you see, household waste and market waste are complete two different things. In Dubois Road, we have household waste. Yes, we have some market waste, like the Dubois Road Market, which is a serious contention for garbage. We cleared Dubois Road Market last week. If you go to Dubois Road Market right now, you will see a huge stockpile of dye. And because marketers produce dye on a minute-by-minute basis, it is not over a long period of time. For household, the dye produced by household is very minimal than to what a market produces. And because we have such issues with market dye, if you look at the Jacobtown area, is around the Jacobtown market, you see a small pool of dye. If you take a survey only of the entire Paynesville, market locations are the locations that are always filled with garbage. And those areas is not controlled by the city of Paynesville. They are residents of ours, we host them, but it's controlled by LMA. So it's not like I'm casting blame. Obviously, to maintain the city of Paynesville is my responsibility as a city. But I'm clearly stating to you there are demarcations and there are reasons why certain areas look the same.
Are you concerned about the current situation within the red light area?
Obviously, that's what we do. That's what we pay for us to do interventions. If you go to Kobacha, and you see the dye that was in Kobacha 2 weeks ago, and the dye in Kobacha right now is completely far from what it is. If the city don't do interventions, our place will be strong again.
How quickly are you going to intervene into the situation?
Today we're doing interventions.
Why today? Why today? Why?
Last week we did every week in the city of Paynesville we do interventions. We would love to do intervention every day, but we do not have the capacity to do so. In as much as we, and I can say this, every one of us that live in the city of Paynesville, I live in the city of Paynesville. Every one of us that live in the city of Paynesville wish the best, but we have to understand there are realities. And the realities is we do not have the capacity to handle what we have. My best bet will be, if we want this problem completely solved, is do a project with the city of Paynesville. National budget coming up, do a project with the city of Paynesville. Provide trucks, provide front-end loader. When you equip the institution do not perform, then it's a problem.
But are you mentioning these things within
it has been
your
consistently
budget?
One of the things we've always requested.
And what has been the response of the authorities?
Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get those things.
Why?
And that question will be with the legislature and the Ministry of Finance.
Are you pushing and not just sitting in one place?
If we were sitting, I won't be saying it to you openly.
Because it seems like now Paynesville, it's becoming an area where you have to even hold your nose before you pass.
Paynesville is a far from the area you hold your nose before you pass. Paynesville is a far from that. I remember 2013, Paynesville was that. But now Paynesville is a far from that.
So you are going in today to make some interventions?
We go in every week to do interventions. Every week we do interventions.
How much do you pay per truck on a daily basis?
And we have to use at least 2 trucks. So that would be around $700. And then we have to use a front-end loader. That would be around $400. So if you do the math, I'm not a mathematician, but it comes around $1,000 to $1,003.
For every intervention?
So that's just for the equipment.
Okay.
Then you have to do fueling. So at least $1,007, $1,008 for every intervention. If you multiply that by 7 interventions, it's a lot of money.
So how much do you think the PCC actually needs to carry out its operations?
The Paynesville City Corporation needs equipment. One of the things the mayor always says,
in terms of monetary value?
One of the things the mayor always says, the mayor of Paynesville is not interested in monetary value. As much as we need in the city, it's just the equipment. Give us the trucks, give us the front-end loader, and let us do our work. Don't give us the money.
So who should be giving them to you? You should be making requests for them and not people giving them to you, Janice.
Over the last, I've worked at Paynesville for the past 3 years. Consistently for the past 3 years. A project from the city corporation has been a request for trucks and front-end loaders. What
do you think actually went wrong with the World Bank sponsored project?
I think the World Bank sponsored project is one, it was given to businesses, in my personal opinion. If the monies invested into the World Bank project was invested into the cities and built the capacities of the cities, we would have had a more clean city. You see, take for example the situation right now. Paynesville is dirty. You come to ask the city of Paynesville why Paynesville is dirty, not the contractor. Because the pressure and the ice is on the city, if you empower the city performs more because we have the watchdogs who watch us to perform. But if you give the process to a contractor, the contractor is not the one you will look at. You will look at the authority. So the contractor is in a more laid-back, slack position. And once the contractor is in a more laid-back, slack position, it puts immense pressure on the city that does not have the capacity to handle it and the infrastructure.
Are you not monitoring these contractors?
When the World Bank contract was signed, that was during the tenure of Miracle. So basically, the city that was really functioning was the city of Monrovia, not the city of Paynesville and the other cities. The city of Monrovia was just on its kind gesture to say the city of Paynesville, the city of Broadville, and Paynesville. So the major project is run by the Liberia City Corporation through the EMUS. So there's a whole emergency unit at that particular, at the MCC that's called EMUS, and EMUS is the one that runs the full affairs of the World Bank project.
The PPCC also collects money from people who runs stores and shops in the Paynesville area.
Yes.
What do you do with such money, Janice?
I just told you what we do with the money. We run the city.
Is it not sufficient to help in your budget?
The 7,000 plus that I just spoke to you about that is expended by the city come from our taxpayers' money. If you do the math between the taxes collected and the services we provide, I mean, take a look around.
So, finally, what do you want the government to do in this case? As we announcing that Paynesville, has just become a dirty city now.
I won't agree with you because Paynesville is not a dirty city.
With all of the garbages around?
I mean, even if you take your camera right now and go through the streets of Paynesville, if you are not selective, you will see a very far different from what you're printing right now.
So what do you want the government to do in this case?
I mean, we are a government agency, and obviously we work together in partnership. And one of the things that we're working towards right now is getting infrastructure to PCC, trucks, front-end loaders, and equipping us. And as the World Bank project fades away, I'm 100% certain that these things will come into play.
Thank you all so much.
Pleasure is all mine.
Okay, we are in the presence of Madam Lusu Sloan, President, Liberia Market Association. Madam Sloan, welcome.
Thank you very much.
What is the issue of garbage in the Paynesville commercial district area, as we speak?
When you talk about issue of garbage, what do you mean?
Over the past days, we have observed the huge pile of garbage in the commercial district of Paynesville.
Yeah, but for us, LMA, we have our dump site. We have dump site, and everybody know about it. The entire red line know that we have dump site. In fact, there's our dump site. People who not even paying money to all they are carrying like coffee. Right now, we got security. They're trying to restrict it. It was open that everybody was carrying there, and we are the one who are cleaning the day for the entire red line. So they feel time we decided to close it order. We don't want the element member to carry day there. And stay give all problem because some people take day for Nigeria when we check on touching in our market. So the day you see packing to red light itself on the road, it is not the LMA. It's true that we collect money from our marketers. No organization will exist with all money. There's no way that you put together how do the people manage with their operation. We collect money from them, but we need money to pay for cabbage, we need money to pay our employees. But when we collect the day, we don't leave any red light. Carry the coffee. If you want to actually prove what I'm seeing, I want you to go to the red light and ask for the coffee market. You will see our dump site. That's where we carry our day. And even the entire community on Puebla carry that to our dump site. So wherever there you see pegging the red light, it is not element that.
Are you also working in collaboration with the PCC in the removal of garbage in Paynesville, madam?
Yeah, we wrote the PCC and mayor that we actually wanted to see and see how best we can collaborate about their issue because they don't really have a dump site at Red Light. And then for me, I don't want to share with people because nobody want to get their land to Paynesville City Corporation to pull, to use it as dump site. They don't have dump site there. So I was trying to meet them and see how we can be able to even look around there to see if they can get a dump site. Instead like everybody taking the day, carrying it to coffee or packing in red light. But I'm not been lucky to see her. So we have no problem as far as I'm concerned. We got no problem between us.
How alarming is the garbage issue in the red light area as we speak?
Oh no, but for now, I think yesterday I saw a movie there, not like before. I think we should be grateful. They got other people said that they're not selling partner in bed at the end of the day. But the garbage issue is this, as I'm telling you, that entire red light area is not only the market. They got people living in red light, they don't have place to put their kite. They don't have place to put their kite. No dump site. So the dump site is the major issue in Paynesville. As I'm speaking to you, in our whole area, only LMA got dumping site.
So you are saying that the PCC,
they don't have dump site at red light.
Where do they?
I don't know. They don't. I have not seen a dump site actually.
Because we met them yesterday, and they were also saying that you two should also help in the collection of garbage.
But we collect it there. If MCC can be witness for us, we got our dump site in Kofi and the Gorbachev fee.
How regularly do you collect garbage from the commercial district of Paynesville?
Every week, if you go to Gorbachev fee, they go there 4 times a week. We got 7 days in a week, and small go 4 times. Then I mean that how many days left? When I'm only 3. 4
But
times.
of late, the garbage issue was at an alarming rate in the Paynesville area. So if you say you are collecting,
I'm talking about my area. I'm not responsible for Paynesville.
which area do you control, Madam Sloan?
I just said it here. We have our control area. It is not all of the red light that we are collecting money from. Where we control, we sweep the place.
Where exactly, Mom? Where?
And you have some part of red light. I will not sit down here and just tell you what all controlling. I say you go on the field. Maybe I send operation for you to show you the area. But we control our day, our own day. We're not depending on PCC to care our day.
So you do not control the entire red light area, Mom?
No. I do not control the entire red light area because they have people with stores. Stores are not under me. And you know that? They got cold storage. The cold storage made more dead than any other goods. Cold storage are not under me. You know they got more stores in red light than any other commercial center in Liberia. You know that? Go to red light and check the stores. The development in red light are stores. So many stores in real life. Stores are not under me. And at the end of the day, the stores may die. What do they carry that diet? Many of them they go to the Zogo to even bring it to our town site. So if I will not tell you that I will be in charge of the whole red light. The day I'm creating, I'm cleaning it. But imagine all of the store in the shop not under me. I deal with retailer and people who sell on table, people who are running our stores and shops. In fact, I recently was trying to tell them that look, before you carry debt to our town site, you must pay. But we are trying to do that. We have not finished with the arrangement. So I cannot be responsible for the entire red light. While the day I'm creating, I'm cleaning it.
You just alluded to what the PCC said, that they are the one collecting money from the various stores and shops in red light, and the money they are collecting is also being used to collect the garbages from the area.
I think I've explained myself.
No, I mean you
PCC
just
have explained to you that we should help them. I'm telling you that we are doing our day. They are in charge of store and shop. I'm in charge of tables and other people are selling. So one way I should explain to you. I think that is enough. You carry that story and I have said, man, I think it's better. They are seeing that they are moving their day. I say I'm moving my day. I think the story is enough.
Okay,
Thank you.
One more question.
Yeah, Madam Sloan.
One more question.
Okay, Madam Sloan, we understand that the PCC and the LMA, they are all working for the betterment of the country, Liberia.
Yeah.
What is the problem with collaboration? What is the problem with you people cooperating with each other in the process? What is the problem? Is there any problem?
The problem, as I said, is like the dump site. You understand?
Yeah,
the
what I'm
dump
saying-
site is the problem.
Yeah, what I know, what I
Yes,
understand,
because,
you have a dump
because if
site.
they have their specific dump site, then whoever they control, they will know what to carry that day. And we have our dump site, but if no specific dump site, what will be problem? It will always be problem because when you move your day, you don't want to get rid of it in your store.
So
you don't want to know where you're carrying it.
So why don't
That's
the
it.
both of you work together to find a particular dump site since you are working with the same goal?
Yeah, what happened for all the dump site we form, we are renting the place. And then PCC is the one that got the city. They are able to find a landlord to say, look, we want this place to be created as dumping site for the benefit of the city.
When
So
was
I
the
think they
site
are
created?
able.
When you created your site?
Long
the dump
time.
site?
The dump site at Kofi, very
Yeah.
long time.
4
Over 8
years?
years.
8 years.
Over 8 years. Over 8 years. We have been having dead there. In fact, it was the World Bank contractor selling me there through the MCC. Over 8 years. When you go to red line, just ask for the coffee market around the red line.
Okay.
You will see our downstairs there with security. Then you will know what to tell you.
So your final say?
My friend, see, we all gotta work together. I will stop sharing belief. PCC can now go all the LMA can go all PCC. We are not enemy, we are all working for the benefit of our people. Let's collaborate to make our city clean.